folder, that's strictly for this expansion place right here on the PLC itself. It's an embedded type of expansion. And then you have all this other stuff, digital input, digital output, and so on. You also have signal boards like that too. The other part of this stuff is specifically for expansions in the rack. So whenever you add that in, don't get it confused. You don't want to run down here to this and try to grab one of these. It won't let you put it in there anyway. Then you'll be saying, hey, I can't get my...
Is there a way to, can I get one name so that you know that it's not an embedded component?
No, you just got to keep in mind signal boards. And see, in the Siemens world, they call this signal boards, and they call these signal modules. I don't know why. They call the signal modules, or they call the expansion modules signal modules. I don't know. Okay. We'll try to understand that here. And just let's just double click on the PLC.
Anywhere?
Well, where it doesn't highlight or what, it's got to be in an empty spot. Otherwise, it's going to bring up just an input or an output or that signal module. And let's drag up that bottom window again. I can find, I'm not real familiar with version 13, so you're going to have to bear with me for just a second.
Yeah.
Okay, I found it. In the I/O tags tab, click on the I/O tags tab. That's showing everything that's associated with the PLC. If you look, you see the first two tags, IW64 and IW66.
Yeah.
They have integer data type, right? Those tags, what's that telling you right now, the whole thing? Input word, yep, 64, starting by 64. And you notice they skipped over 65 because they have to.
Because it's being used by 64, or 64 and 65 is being used?
Yes, that's right. So what we have here, those are two analog inputs that this PLC also has that you don't see in the configuration. This is it in the configuration. Those are the addresses of the analog input. And if you look, if you open that top door, the door on top, yeah, I think it's the far right, if I can't see well enough. There we go, yeah. You see on the PLC, the far right inputs, two analog inputs? That's these inputs right here. And then we have bool data types, all the other stuff, the inputs and the outputs, and then the bottom one, what's the last one there? Outward.
8081.
Yes. What do you think that's referring to? What's that addressing?
The same as the input, but output.
It's an analog output. What analog output is it? It's the one we just dropped in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that little expansion, that little signal board that we just dropped in. So that's the address for that expansion, for that signal board. Okay. Go ahead and drag that window back down. And while we're here, we're going to just go ahead and delete that expansion module, that signal module that we put in slot 2. You can either hit the delete key or right click and delete it. Say yes, we want to delete it. And we have 3 tabs on this thing, right? Device view, network view, topology view. Let's go to network view. And while we're here, what this does, it shows you everything that's on the network. And I'm gonna explain that to you here in just a second. Actually, let's do this. We're gonna add in another PLC, for the heck of it. So, over in the hardware catalog, in controllers, Somatic S7-1200, CPU, we'll just drop in another 1214C DC, DC, DC.
The first one?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
What?
And let's do this. We're gonna add in our HMI just to show you a nice, easy way to do it. Over in the project tree on the left, double click Add New Device. Click on the HMI button. This is a 7-inch, this HMI 7-inch display. It's a KTP 700 basic, the first one, and it's the 2GB03, second one on the list. 2GB03. Click OK.
Jim, you said years ago, you don't want more version of this for.
Yeah. Yep, it's a trial, it's a full version, but it only lasts for 21 days. So, when you add in your HMI, it kind of brings up this wizard thing or whatever. It's asking, what's the PLC connection? What PLC do you want to connect this thing to? Like browse, and we're going to connect it to PLC 1. So click PLC 1, and then the green check mark.
I did.
It's fairly simple.
Everybody got this? Something that looks like this? Alright. You don't have to change anything there, just leave it appropriate that. That's what it is. And then if we go through the wizard, go ahead and just click through it. It takes you through everything you need to do. Screen layout, alarm, screens, system screen, buttons, and so on. Once you get into it, it's easier just to do it manually though. This would be for somebody that has no clue, I guess, whatsoever. Like me sometimes. But anyways, go ahead and click finish. Did you get your HMI there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We're gonna exit out of this HMI thing, so just click the X button. And now back in network view, you see what it did. When we added in the HMI and connected it, it shows it on the network. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and grab the port, the trophy net port on PLC 2. Take it, drag it over and drop it.
Oh my God.
Where'd you go?
Yes.
My line stayed blue though. Yours turned
Just
green.
click out of it.
Okay.
Click off of the screen.
Yeah, click off the screen. Turn green.
And this is your-
To the screen
Yeah, onto the white surface.
down here.
Yeah.
And I didn't do anything to turn green. Like you told me.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's nice.
So we have 3 devices on the network. Now, there's also another tab on this thing, the topology tab. Click on the topology tab, topology view. Here's the difference. In topology view, it shows you all the devices on the network. So if you have a bunch of PLCs in your factory that are connected on this network, it shows you every device out there. Go back to network view, and it shows you the physical connections between the devices.
So if you think you've got that issue, once you get the specific area plan, then you can go into network and see what it's hardware bad.
Exactly right. If you have a connection problem, it's gonna show up here, it's gonna show up like in an orange or a different color.
Are you able to change the programming from one device then?
Yes, absolutely. That's the cool thing about it. If all your PLCs are on a network, on the same network, you can go here, and if they've been named good, like assembly line A, assembly line B, assembly line C, and you have problems with assembly line C, you can go online right here with assembly line C. Kinda cool. Yep.
This is not just from one location, but wherever you can go there.
Right. Yeah, you have a network connection, you got to sit in the office. Go online.
Don't do that.
Guys, kind of a cool thing.
Don't wake up your evil side.
Let's, while we're here, go ahead, and we're gonna delete this PLC too. So what does topology view tell you? What's it show you?
All your devices.
All your devices. What does network view tell you?
Connected.
How they're connected, yes. The physical connections between.
So what would we just right click and delete this?
Yeah, you just right click on it. While you're, show Josh what I was talking about there, Scott.
Topology view shows you all your devices. Network view shows all your connections.
Show you the physical connections. Yeah, we'll go ahead and, yeah, we'll go ahead and delete PLC two.
So, Mr. Hammond,
Uh,
essentially, when you're in the network view, it's just like when you're doing the ladder logic, that you can set up all the devices so that you're not even following the individual PLC logic.
Right, yeah. Right. So what I was explaining though, if you have a bunch of PLCs on the network, you can go here, and if somebody had named the PLC like assembly line A, assembly line B, assembly line C, you can go online with whichever one you go online with. Kind of cool. Good feature. Let's take a break and then we're gonna come back and do some more. Stuff through the software, everything good?
There was nothing in that text.
I am,